Now shifting focus to that other big story playing out in the neighborhood, of course, in Pakistan after pressure reportedly from the US administration. Pakistan government has launched a sham crackdown. It looks like a sham unless, of course, it's proven more credible on Jamaat-ud-Dawa chief and 26/11 terror mastermind Hafiz Mohammed Saeed. Now, Hafiz Mohammed Saeed was put under house arrest last evening. India, though, has taken a skeptical view of this step. It has rubbished Pakistan's claims that it has put top terror mastermind Hafiz Saeed under house arrest in Lahore. In a biting response, the Ministry of External Affairs has virtually called the claim an eyewash and has sought a credible crackdown on the master terror plotter who India believes, of course, was behind the 26/11 terror attacks that claimed lives of at least 166 innocents. Clearly, Vikas Swarup there in the reaction of the Ministry of External Affairs putting it out that it's far from credible at the moment, whatever step has been taken in Pakistan. Joining me on the broadcast is Mr. Tariq Pirzada, is a senior political analyst, is joining us from Islamabad via Skype, and also Mr. Ujjwal Nikam, senior public prosecutor, somebody who handled the 26/11 cases, of course, very closely. He's joining us from Mumbai. To begin with you, Mr. Ujjwal Nikam first, how do you see this step? Somebody, the like of a global terrorist of a Hafiz Saeed being put under house arrest, perhaps for the third or the fourth time now.
You are absolutely right. And they only make some show. And I watch to the public at large that they are taking some action against the mastermind of terror attack of 26 November. I must say with all pains, that even India has furnished a tangible evidence against the Hafiz Saeed. Pakistan authority did not show any courage to even to arrest him. And the question of the arrest, forget, but also Hafiz Saeed time and again has made several very vulnerable statements against the India, provoking the other people to commit the terrorist act in India. But this is since American government has taken a very strict action against the terrorism. Therefore, the Pakistan, in order to show they are also coming heavily upon the terrorists, so they are just making a show and eyewash by arresting. In fact, I must say at this juncture that David Headley, one of the terrorists, who has given again a very live evidence in Mumbai court, saying that how Hafiz Saeed has been carried out successfully, the terrorist activities in India, in Mumbai particular. And even then, the Pakistan authority did not take the evidence of David Headley. Now, it is for us to see and the watch how far the new Mr. Donald Trump will compel the Pakistan to take the evidence of David Headley in the Pakistan court, so that the David Headley Hafiz Saeed can be punished according to the Pakistan law.
Okay, Tariq Pirzada, would you say that this is a show, as Mr. Ujjwal Nikam there puts out, or even the Indian government's reaction, that this seems to be more of an eyewash, that a man like Hafiz Saeed, you don't arrest him, you put him under house arrest, and he actually has, he's given the freedom of addressing the press even while he's put under house arrest?
Well, listen, Pakistan is a nation of laws. We have a constitution. People have their rights protected under the freedom clauses of the Constitution of Pakistan. Mr. Hafiz Saeed is not a criminal. The government is keeping an eye on him because of the resolutions.
Seriously, Mr. Tariq Pirzada, Hafiz Saeed is not a criminal? Is that your view?
Not at all. He just, yes, because you lack knowledge that just a few years ago, the Indian government provided some evidence pertaining to the Bombay attacks. And that evidence was sifted through by the Supreme Court of Pakistan, and it was declared by the Supreme Court that these pieces of evidence supplied by India is nothing more than...
It's not just India. There were confessions of Ajmal Amir Kasab, a Pakistani terrorist who was caught alive during the operations, Mr. Pirzada. There are confessions of David Headley, who's languishing in an American jail. The Americans acted on the same confessions, but apparently it's not sufficient for Pakistan.
Let me finish for the sake of Indian public. The Supreme Court of Pakistan said that all these pieces of papers provided by India are nothing but paper clips and have no evidentiary value. So that was then. Today, because there's the edict of the United Nations, it is not the Indian pressure or the US government pressure, because of which all of you are so highly bragging. Pakistan is taking action in tune with the laws of the land, and Hafiz Saeed has not been declared a criminal or a convicted.
Mr.
or
Pirzada,
a
I'll
convict.
counter you on that, but Mr. Ujjwal Nikam, you're listening to Mr. Tariq Pirzada. Pakistan has time and again said that whatever evidence has been put in front of them for Hafiz Saeed, that they are pieces of literature. Would you say that then it's actually the courts which are to be blamed for it, or it's really the prosecution which isn't putting up a strong case in court there?
Let me tell you very frankly that in fact the Pakistan investigator did not collect evidence against Hafiz Saeed. This is the first thing. I had visited Islamabad some time back after the execution of Kasab. Myself and along with some high government Indian official as an official delegation, we scanned all the papers and we have pointed out this is the evidence against Hafiz Saeed. 1, 2, 3, 4. But Pakistani authorities said, no, this can't be an evidence against according to law. Then I pointed out the Pakistan law, as per the what particular section you have to book Hafiz Saeed. They did not act, they did not answer. And therefore, I had taken the evidence of David Headley in Mumbai court. Mr. Pirzada has no knowledge. He's telling lies deliberately for the simple reason Pakistan Supreme Court had never said that Hafiz Saeed is innocent. Pakistan Supreme Court, the matter even they did not arrest Hafiz Saeed. Where is the question of the going to the Supreme Court?
Tariq Pirzada, please respond to that. Why are you distorting what was playing out in the courts?
Let me answer you very clearly. When the Indian government supplied the so-called dossier 1, dossier 2, we took it to the Supreme Court. We tried Hafiz Saeed. The Supreme Court threw it into the trash can, saying these are paper clips. They have no evidentiary value. Do you understand the word evidentiary value?
No, Supreme Court squashing you're talking about those were in reference to other cases.
So the God said, you don't tell lie.
Well, as far as Hafiz Saeed is concerned, there is no case against him.
You are telling lies deliberately. I must charge you.
There is no case against Hafiz Saeed.
There's no case because the government does not want to build a case, Mr. Tariq Pirzada. There's enough evidence lying around. The government does not want to build a case.
Okay. All right. Let me answer you. You guys are interested in Hafiz Saeed. You want to get him get him prosecuted. All right. Give us some evidence. And if you don't have evidence, please shut up.
I am sorry, Mr. Tariq Pirzada. Hafiz Saeed has taken to the streets of Pakistan time and again. There have been videos of him coming out, bragging about attacks that have taken place on terror camps in Kashmir.
Pakistan is a nation of laws. Here, the Prime Minister of Pakistan is being tried at the present time. We have a free judicial system. People cannot be sent to prison because India wants it or United States wants it.
Don't talk rubbish.
So final
rubbish.
Final comments, 30 seconds comments, Mr. Ujjwal Nikam. What are you expecting in terms of action in Pakistan?
I might tell you that it is for Mr. Donald Trump to take action against the Hafiz Saeed. Because if Mr. Donald Trump vouches that he is going to be very strict against the terrorists, we have given the tangible evidence against Hafiz Saeed and Jamaat-ul-Dawa.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Tariq Pirzada continues to be, of course, defiant, saying and in denial, much like the Pakistani state. While Ujjwal Nikam there, of course, saying that the US administration's next moves will really have a serious impact on how this plays out within Pakistan. Appreciate both of you joining us on the broadcast this evening.